Aquarian.
Yeah, it's way better looking than John.
Thank you.
Can we have
So
you?
we
Can we have you come on the show from now on?
My face and his voice.
No, we're tired of his voice anyway. We like you better.
Really. I just don't know nothing about computers, so
There you go.
well,
There
I
you
don't
go.
matter.
There you go. I gotta give me 1 second, guys. I gotta start the show here. Welcome everybody. This is the Marduk's Daily Live Chat. My name is Nelson Buck. We do this show every day at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Berlin time, or noon Pacific time. John's not here, but his beautiful wife has taken his place. My dad's here, unfortunately. And Fabi's here. Fabulous Fabi's here. And I'm assuming John's going to be on sooner or later, right?
yes.
Yes, he's making his coffee. Say it
So
again.
can you give us some little bit of dirt on John there, so when he comes back we can talk about him?
Let me think.
What does John do that ticks you off?
What does he do that ticks me off?
One major thing that, like, does he leave the toilet bowl seat up?
Nope.
No, he doesn't. Oh, he's a good boy.
Taught them well.
I learned that in the first month.
Yeah, they did too. I can't think of any dirt. I just didn't even think about it.
Okay, so we can agree that he leaves his laundry all in a pile in the bedroom, right?
Yeah.
In his dirty socks, and you're the one that's stuck having to pick it up, right?
Is that how you are?
I know this because it's all the cameras I've installed in your house.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
Well,
how you doing there, Ute, yourself?
How you doing?
So
Fine.
yeah.
yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it
fine.
going uphill all the time?
Say what?
You're going back uphill all the time?
Yeah, all the time.
Good for you.
Every day a little better.
Good,
job.
good.
Good job. Good job. Yeah, we were worried about you when you were away. We were more worried about John taking care of himself, but we were worried about you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
John can't take care of himself. He needs you.
My mom took care of him.
Oh, and your
Right.
mom took. Yeah, that's why he was always over there.
Food-wise.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
And your papa, he's doing good or
Not so.
not so
he's
good?
not doing so good now. Oh well, with age comes great health ability.
He has, I don't even know what you call it in English. Demence.
Dementia.
Yeah, that's what he has.
Yeah.
And he knows everything from long ago, but from now or yesterday, doesn't know.
Does it get upset when something's not right? Like, for example, if he remembers the mug was here, but it's really over there. Does he get mad at people for moving it, or does he understand that there's
No, he doesn't get mad, but
okay?
irritated. Irritated.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
more. But he's how do you call it? A guy who always goes right
Yeah,
away,
yeah. Frustrated. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but
And
he can. Yeah.
yeah, and I have a client who's 101 and he has dementia starting. And when he says something, I have to go, oh, okay, and agree with him.
Yeah.
That way he stays calm. Otherwise, he gets frustrated. So you
We have, like in summer he started talking about it's just bald Weihnachten, it's soon Christmas, and after a while you just, and then every time he asks, so what do we have planned for Christmas? And I wrote him a list, and I said you can read that every day, and then every day.
right
But he just put it away and
doesn't know the list. Doesn't know to remember to read the list. Right. That's it. But it comes with age. I guess a lot of us are going to see it. Apparently, if you live long enough, everyone gets dementia. If you live long enough.
Not everyone.
I hope not, but 101 years old is a long time to live. So how old's your dad?
82.
80. Yeah, he's in his 80s. Yeah.
82.
That's it.
Yeah, I would have never thought, that he big guy, big strong guy, and now he's like this, you know. So he got thin, and his arms are not strong anymore, you know, weak, like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of our members is asking, his name is Max, what on earth is John doing with an angel like you?
That's a good one. I ask myself that sometimes. I'll give it here in a minute.
Yeah, I want to hear what John's answer is to that.
John, what do you do with an angel like me? Lucky man.
You're lucky man, he'd won the jackpot.
Yeah, yeah.
John can go take a snooze there. That's okay.
No, he's eating. He's eating, actually.
He's always
he's
eating.
eating. Yeah,
He's always eating. Yeah.
he's eating. Yeah. Ute, you're not 100% up with technology. You said. How do you feel about the way the internet is advancing with new technologies and new ways of communicating? Are you able to keep up with it, or do you find that you're falling behind?
If they're fixing it for me, then I'm fine with it.
Say
You
that-
know, like putting new stuff on or whatever. Yeah, then I'm good.
Okay. Oh, okay. So like with Facebook, you're good with Facebook and keeping up on how it works.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, good. Another question was here's a good one. How long have you and John been married?
31 years.
31?
Yeah.
31 years. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I guess John did do something good in his life, I think. and I guess what my question to that question would be, is it a habit or is it a marriage? John is gonna kill me after he's like,
Still a marriage.
it's a marriage. Okay.
Wait another 10 years and then I'll see. You know, I used to say when you turn 50, I'll take two 25-year-olds, but I still stuck with him, you know.
Two 25-year-olds today might be a bad thing. What do you think, Fabi?
Oh, yes, that's funny.
Yeah, 25-year-olds are too young. I mean, Tina took a 25-year-old. She almost regretted it.
But I see Ute's point.
Yeah, you know what I mean. When I was at that rehabilitation place,
Yeah.
there was this young guy. He was 27, and I thought, you know, I can't even. What you know, he talked like he was so young, and I'm so old. You know,
Right.
so I couldn't do this. No.
Oh no, it's the
Yeah,
genders.
you know how they sound so young, like you're talking to a kid, you know, and I can't
Immature.
explain that. Immature, you know.
The generation gap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
that's it.
That's it.
Well, we got no dirt on John yet.
Yeah. We're waiting to find out what do we have on John. What do we need to know about John that we can use against him in the future?
Let me think on that.
I
some
mean,
more.
I don't believe that John has always been a good boy the way he makes us believe.
He's good. He's,
I can hear him almost.
he talks a lot. You guys know that already, right? And when I used to, when the kids didn't act up like I wanted, then I said, okay, let's go talk with Dad. And then they all did what I wanted. That's just a little insight.
John has done it to me a couple times. Okay, calm down. I'm going to explain something, and I'm sitting there going, okay, I know what you're going to say. Get to it.
I know it. You're right. You're totally right.
The newest member of my family wants to be on camera right now. Hi guys.
Aww.
There. This is the newest member of our family. This is Chanel.
Chanel.
Yeah. Oh,
Beautiful.
you haven't met her, Fabi. The lady who had her before, Caroline, has MS, and she's going to be going into a care facility to you know, be taken care of, but she can't bring her dog, and they were going to put her down, and so I told them, instead of putting her down, I'll take her, and since we're really good with dogs, I got Merlin, and the big deal was getting her used to Merlin. Merlin loves her. It's just she's like, don't come near me. You know, because Merlin's 10 times her size. You know, his jaw alone is the size of her face. Oh, you're sheepy. She's sheepy. So
what a sweetheart.
Yeah, so we took her on, and she's adapting really well, and always has somebody around to take care of her and watch her. So that's a good point.
Beautiful.
Yeah. But just getting her used to the idea that when it's bedtime, you go to bed and you stay in bed. And so every morning at 5 a.m. my alarm goes off regardless. I get up at 5, and so she gets up and she goes, okay, let's go pee. So it's go pee, and then okay, now I'm going back to bed. So she's
so sweet.
Yeah, she's really good about that. She is. You gonna lay down? You gonna go sit? Problem we have right now is that she's French. She knows all the commands in French, and I'm trying to get her used to the English terms.
So Fabi's showing off that she's on the beach while the rest of us have to deal with the snow.
Oh yeah, Fabi. Yeah, Fabi's
waiting for you guys to come on over.
Fabi's, yeah, that's it. You know, Fabi, she's already made money with her membership site, and she's, you know, raking in cash hand over fist every week. You know, and you know, what is there's $1,000 a month, Fabi?
So the Mardox lifestyle.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I'll license the name out to you, no problem. Oh Jesus.
Okay, I'm gonna leave you guys. John is here now.
Okay, no problem.
Very nice meeting you.
You have a good
Nice
day.
meeting you guys.
Okay.
Bye bye.
And here I thought the Mardox lifestyle was plowing snow and shoveling snow and building in pools, right? But you do have the pool part, so there you go.
Okay. Everyone watching, everybody watching, I'm really sorry. I really apologize. Now we have to look at John. His wife's no longer there. Let's just try to continue to through the show as best we can.
How much did that cost you, John?
Yeah, John. John, it's unanimous, John. You talk too much.
Yeah, I've heard that message before.
We will raise money to encourage John to take a vow of silence.
That'd be kind of hard as a teacher, you know.
There you go.
I'm on your side, John.
Yeah. Let's show Fabi the fabulous. Just let me get the things, all the things here done here. I'm trying to do this so everybody can see it here. Just bear with me. Stop judging me. God. There we go. This is going to be John's new throw pillow. Disclaimer, I do not represent nor support the views or opinions of the people, institutions, or organizations that I may or may not be related with unless stated explicitly. Blah, 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 you get the hint. So that's going to be John's new disclaimer pillow.
Beautiful.
that was submitted by a user. I thought that would be great for a disclaimer instead of a little paper disclaimer. And then there's this one. This was submitted by another user, which we are going to be selling at Mardox. And I thought Fabi would love this one.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I think Fabi would love that because it says fabulous in it. And then, well, a certain somebody that we all know, but I'm not going to say names, called me a know-it-all jerk. So I made my own throw pillow. Warning! Apparently, I'm a know-it-all jerk, but no one told me. So those are the 3 throw pillows that are available now at Mardox. If anybody wants to buy them, just contact me and I'll arrange it to send them off.
I'm tempted to get the one I saw the other day that said, "You don't have to be crazy to hang around me. I'll teach you."
No, we should make that one. We should make that one. Yeah. So Fabi, what I'm going to be working on starting next week, I'm finishing up a lot of the little tidbits on the stuff we already have going, including John's landing page stuff.
Oh,
Well, John, your landing page stuff is a little bit more complicated than because of the new regulations coming out on May 25th.
Okay.
Your landing page stuff is a little bit more complicated now than I thought it was going to be, but we're going to deal with it.
really?
Yeah, because you got to have people okay the terms when they go to type in their name and email address. They have to be able to read the terms and conditions. If somebody, let's say yourself, modifies, who has bass in the background, guys?
Might be me.
Somebody.
Abby.
Is it Fabi? It might be Fabi. Okay, so, but if, for example, you download the code and put the code on your website and then say, well, I don't want the terms and conditions, take that line out, we're in violation of the new European international regulations. And
Okay.
so I gotta make it so that can't be changed. So that's what I'm working on, and then we'll be able to put the coding on any website you want. And
Okay.
because that terms and conditions part has to be there.
That is making stuff kind of complicated, huh?
Well, I am okay with it because I think you should have, how many places you go to, you type in your name and email address, and then it's like, where's the terms and conditions? What am I agreeing to? And there's nothing anywhere,
Yeah, that's true. I
you know.
agree.
And then they turn around and tell you, well, it's in the terms and conditions, or you didn't read it, not our problem, you know. So there's a long list of things that have to be in place, but working on it. All right, thanks, Josh. You can thank Josh for that crap.
Thanks, Josh.
Oh, and Josh, I was right. I'm just now starting to hear about it in the news here. Well, we were talking about.
GDPR?
Yeah, we're just now starting to hear about it.
Told you.
Yeah, hold on a second. What's
I'm
up,
just that far ahead. I'm just that far ahead of you. That's all.
Yeah, it's it's what, like 1 month to go, people.
Mhm.
Literally, we're the 26th. Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 month. You got 1 month to do all your updates, or else, and then it's up to £2 million in
20
fines.
million euros.
20 million euros, yeah, in fines if you up to that amount. And it's not 20 million euros per fine. It's up to the total amount.
Yeah.
But so that's coming. But anyways, Fabi, what I'm working on is I want to build a simple. I want to say flea market. We said marketplace, a place where our users can go in, upload a photo, and say, I'm selling this at this price. Here's my PayPal way to pay. And then our system will then, integrate our members with the seller, basically. We're gonna do a trial run. We're gonna sell the Mardox merch on it, but I was thinking of selling more than just the Mardox stuff. Like if you got, let's say John has VHS tapes, he wants to sell of Walt Disney or whatever, you can upload a scanned image of it and say, here you go, I'm selling this.
Awesome.
Buy now, and so because we do have people that have.
Fabi, can you send us some of that sun over here? It's raining here.
I'm sorry to hear that. I hear you.
Yeah.
Where are you at, Fabi?
In Las Vegas.
Ah.
Are you sitting outside the casino?
No, I'm sitting in the backyard of my property.
Oh, okay.
And it's it's gonna be the future site of a Mardox get together.
I was gonna say, can we borrow your place?
Absolutely.
Cool, we will. It's gonna be sooner than you think, I think, because I found out there's some legal issues, but with me going to Germany this year, I may not be going to Germany.
Whoa, wait, why? What? When, where, how?
Oh no,
They heard about him over here.
Yeah, they heard about me over there. They're like, no, he's banned. He's banned.
Makes sense.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, I'll be straight up. I'll be straight up honest. I'm going to file the paperwork, but I found out that when I read the first paperwork that if you have any outstanding amounts owed to the government can refuse the right to have your passport created. And apparently, going back 13 years ago, I have an amount owed to the government, which I never heard anything of. So I'm talking to the government about it, saying, look, the statute of limitations is for businesses. It's usually 7 to 10 for government. Why are you holding this over my head 13 years later? So either they're going to...
So it's a passport for your country?
Yeah. To get a passport to leave the country, in order to get a passport issued, you cannot have any outstanding amounts of any department in the government at all. Everything has to be...
They're trying to pass that here as well, and it's going to get ridiculous if they do, because...
It's because people like John just skip and not pay their bills.
Well, not only that, they here in the states, if they're trying to do it with the IRS first, if you owe over 50 grand, they won't let you do anything.
Yeah, yeah.
But if they think that they're going to eventually do it to where if you owe over 50 grand of anything to the government, which would kill a lot of students from being able to move overseas.
Yeah. But well, here is my current income tax that I owe doesn't count. If it becomes past due, in other words, next year, I still owe this year's amount or next year, I owe this year's amount. Well, yeah, then I'm exempt from getting a passport. But this is something 13 years old, which I told them, why haven't I received an email or a letter about this? You guys know where I live. I live in the same place for 18 years. Now there's an amount owing, apparently, and I want justification as to what I owe it for. Because 13 years ago, I didn't have an income. If anything, the government owed me money to live. So I think that's what they're doing. They're going after me for that amount that they paid me to live on. They want it back. In other words, welfare. But no, but I'm not ashamed of it. It's an amount owed. It's a problem, So, but I'm going to file the paperwork and see if I get the passport. If I do, great. If I don't, we're going to postpone it and and get it cleared up. It's not like I'm trying to run from them or anything.
It's a good. It's a good
John
thing
will
that.
have to come to Sherbrooke. That's all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bring Vegas with you, though.
Yes.
That's it.
Yep. You know what, Nelson? It's a good thing that you're finding this out.
I thought you were in the Dakotas. It looks like palm trees behind you.
Yes, they are.
What are you in Florida?
Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
She's at the new.
So I thought she said she was not in Vegas this time.
Yeah. Okay. Josh.
Oh, okay.
She is the head of the new Marduk's ranch or mansion.
Yes.
You heard of Team 10? Now there's Team Marduk's. coming to your neighborhood soon.
Well, no, I thought she said she lived in the Dakotas, and
well, she does.
That's why. Well, she just said that she was at her house.
Yeah, she.
That's what. That's the confusion. That's what the disconnect was.
Yeah, but when I say our rich investor, who do you think I'm talking about?
That's your property there, Fabi?
Yes, that is correct.
And you have one in North Dakota as well?
South Dakota.
So, okay, South Dakota.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dakota. Well, just say Dakota because it's all the same.
Okay, Dakotas.
Yes.
You have one there as well.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Wow,
that clears it up for Josh.
That's a lot of property to maintain. Do you ever rent out your property to what do you call it, Airbnb or anything, or is it private to you only?
Yeah, no, to be honest, we do an Airbnb, but we don't do it on the Airbnb platform. We've programmed our own.
Okay, cool.
You know what I mean? So, works out.
So you do make money with that property?
Well, we're able to what do I say?
Break even?
Yeah, I mean, basically get the property paid for when we're not here.
Oh, cool.
You know what I mean? So when we're here, we're not making money per se, but it's a much smaller monthly cost when you can rent it out when you're not here.
That's it.
Yeah.
So when you arrive, you just kick everybody out. I'm home.
Some can stay if I like them.
Okay.
If she really, really likes you, she chains you up in the dungeon. Help! I don't want to be liked.
Yes. Yeah, we're just like the government. Chain you up. We're gonna get you one way or the other.
John heard about Fabi and went, I'm moving to Germany way in advance. now he's chained up now.
Yeah.
But Nelson, the couch might be in a dungeon there at John's place.
Well, yeah, I know that.
Hey, Danny, guess what?
What?
My wife said Nelson's dad wasn't on. I said that was his dad at the bottom there.
Yeah, I'm the one with the flowers.
He said, really? He looks pretty young.
Oh.
I like your wife.
Yeah.
James Dawson pulled a Hail Mary and survived to talk another day. He is still with us in this realm. He's talking to me on Skype right now, listening on Twitch. Congratulations, James. Glad to know that you're still with us.
Congratulations, James.
Congratulations.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
Good to hear you doing okay.
So now, like I said, you got 9 lives, and if you keep using lives, they go into the next lives. So he's down to 8 on the next life. He's borrowing time now. And
did Fabi know about James?
Yes, I did. And at the
Okay.
time, he was just going in. I'm glad to hear that he came out okay and everything
what was it?
on the mend.
I made a mistake on the date. He went in yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
wow.
Yeah. So he's out.
That was fast.
Yeah.
That was a fast procedure.
Well, knowing James, I would not want him around very long. It's like, get him in, get him out. If I just look at the emails that he writes me, these novels, I wouldn't want him as a patient. Here's what I want for lunch, and here's the explanation why, and here's my summary. No, he's cool. James is cool. He's really cool. But unfortunately, the doctor said that he only has 30 to 40 years left to live with us. 30, 40. He's going to put almost 100 years old.
And
What do you have?
Wishes, so.
What do you have, Nelson?
Me, 34.
Mm-hmm.
I got maybe 100 left to go. I'm still cool.
Gee, that's a long time.
Yeah, I know. Well, my generation's going to live to about 150 on average.
If I make it 13 more years, I've outlived both my parents.
Well, you got to live
Wow.
longer than that.
Wow.
You're not that sick, are you?
No, but my dad died at 52, and my mom died at 49.
Wow.
And for the 13 more years, you're going to outlive them. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll be 40 in June, so 13 years.
Yeah, but make sure that you live longer than that.
Yeah, I'm trying to, but you never know.
That's it. Don't make the
You
13.
never know.
Don't make 13 the goal.
Hey, 13's the goal for now. I
Yeah.
can change it when I get there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, keep cards open here. You know, keep your options open. Get there. Yes.
Josh,
That's
Josh,
why
do you have big
anytime
plans?
Huh?
Do you have big plans for your 40th?
No.
Me neither.
Carry on.
No, I'm heading out to a conference this weekend. That's about all the plans I got right now. I'm speaking at a tech conference in Chicago this weekend, so I got to drive back there.
Nice.
Because like me, birthdays. My parents, my daughters tell me, "Dad, it's your birthday tomorrow." I'm going, "What? No, what? Really? Oh crap!" I don't remember. I never remember.
We're not going to tell him it's in June, right?
Yeah. Don't tell anybody it's on June 2nd.
No, we're not going to tell.
No, don't say a word. God, I don't want people to tell me about that. Oh.
Even though I don't celebrate, I no longer celebrate my birthday. I can never forget it.
Why?
Oh, wow.
It's on
Interesting.
December the 25th.
Oh, Jesus! I knew Jesus was black.
Good Lord.
I knew it. All this time.
That would made Patrick laugh.
Yeah. Next time your son goes, "Oh, Jesus Christ," you can go, "Yes, my son." Quite literally. And then smack him upside the head for using God's name in vain, right?
Yeah, but Nelson, we got to talk to Ute again on screen there before.
Well, yeah, because she's way better looking than John is.
No, we want to know about this birthday of his.
That was a big deal that she got on. That was
Sorry.
really.
Well, she did very, very well.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I don't understand. I told her I don't know what her problem is. I don't know what she's so worried about. And she's
Us.
an actor.
A lot of people are afraid to get on camera, just the fact of being on camera. You know,
Even a lot of professional marketers, you know, they or people who have been around for a while. It takes almost an act of Congress to get them to come on camera, you know.
well, there's two things that I say to people. One is, if you think of it this way: when you go to Walmart or a department store and you're walking around looking at stuff, there's 2 cameras and every single person looking at you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You're on.
Yeah, but that's kind of, they don't see it, and out of sight, out of mind. You see,
Yeah, I know,
you know.
but those people are still looking at you. And the other one where people get nervous, you think about it, when you look into a camera, you're literally looking into death. It's emotionless. It's the camera lens is dead. There's no emotion. It's just looking at you. You know, it is hard to look at. Some people get uncomfortable looking at cameras. You know.
What would be some of your tips to get comfortable?
To tell you the truth, when I started doing the daily live chat, it took me a month before I was okay with doing this.
Wow.
You know, and another thing I don't look at the camera, because the camera's right there if you look, and I'm looking over here. You see, so there's a difference. I don't actually look at the camera. I look at the screen. I look at you guys. But if I do look at the camera, yeah, I start to fixate on the camera. Even look at my shows that I do. I'm never looking directly at the lens. I'm looking offset from it. Like if I'm doing the one where I get the black and white off view off the side, I'm looking at the screen that's behind the camera to see what I'm doing, not at the actual camera, which is sitting between me and the screen. You know, I'd have to set up a third camera and show how I do my shows. How I do
that would be awesome.
Yeah, to give people an insight. You know, here camera 1 and camera 2, and that's Jack over there, but no one yet is going to find out because I still haven't reached enough people. And no, it's not Jackie. Jeez. Yeah. But yeah,
you're not going to tell me it's Merlin, right?
Yeah, it's Merlin. Yeah, that's it. It's Merlin, which is sitting right here beside me. I'm surrounded by dogs right now.
Hey, it's a dog's world.
Yeah. It's a team dog.
Nelson's gone to the dogs, you know.
But I thought the little dog was gonna be hard to train. Oh my God, does she catch on to things like she wants to please?
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
She goes to bed, and I didn't realize, being a high energy dog, I thought that she's always running around and going on walks and there's always something to do, and I didn't realize coming to our place she was high energy because it was new. At the old place she was practically sleeping all the time. Here she's up and down the stairs all the time, up and down, running around. There's 2 layers of a house, not to mention the outside, the field, the backyard. By the time she goes to bed at night, she's like last night, she's telling Tiffy, come on, let's go to bed. She's hinting, I want to go to bed. She was pooped. You know, and it's like, yeah, that's good. So she, on her back last night, snoring. She was out of it.
Cool. That's cool.
She was out of it. So no, that's good. That's a good sign. We're keeping her moving. You know, I just gotta watch her diet and make sure she eats enough. You know, but yeah, my life has gone to the dogs.
Now all you need is a cat to liven things up.
No. We had remember when my daughters moved, we had that glitch up, and my daughters had to stay. We had the cat. Merlin would be in his chair. The cat would walk right by the front of his sofa chair, and Merlin would sit up like, oh no, don't touch me, you know, like really. It was, he did not like the cat. He was on edge the whole time.
Isn't it interesting how, like, on the cartoons and stuff, they show how cats are afraid of dogs, you know, but in like real life, dogs are often afraid of cats.
Well, no, but hold on now. Why are cats afraid of dogs? They're not afraid of getting eaten by dogs. They're afraid of getting licked by dogs.
Okay.
When I had Jack, Jack was the Saint Bernard, Labrador Saint Bernard mix.
I'm afraid of being licked by dogs. I don't want to get licked by anything that drinks out of a toilet.
Well, my dogs don't drink out of the toilet. First off, I'd be afraid of getting licked by anything that licks itself. You know what I mean? Even cats. But Jack was 150-pound Labrador Saint Bernard. Okay. Now he came into the apartment one day. Tigger, great cat we had in the previous shows, was laying on the couch having its afternoon relaxation, laying down. Jack came in, turned the corner, and went lick from one end to the other of the cat. You saw the cat like, what the hell? The cat was ticked off. Jack was happy. Hey, here's a big kiss. And his tongue was big. Hey, Dad, remember that when he licked you? Idiot, you'd be working on the truck or something, and you're stuck, and he knows when you can't move your hands. He comes up and starts licking your face.
No, Jack, he came to see me working on the truck, turned around, he peed in my toolbox.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
He claimed the tools is what he did. This is mine. He marked it, all mine. My dad was not impressed.
So, from then on, we don't use my tool, we use Nelson's.
Yeah, and they're not peed on. It's funny, huh? Either that or Jack thought the tools were pissy. Don't need a disclaimer because it's the truth. But what was I going to say? Yeah, that's why cats don't like dogs. You don't want to be bathed by a dog, right? So it's like, ooh, get away from me. This takes hours to clean and maintain. So I don't blame cats. But no, really, are dogs really predators to cats in the wild? I think it's the other way around, isn't it?
I don't know.
I mean, if you put wolves and lions together. Who are gonna? Hyenas run away from lions, don't they?
Yeah, but look at the size of the lion.
Yeah, I know, but still run away from the cat, right?
I mean, lions are deadly enemies.
You got Merlin going, I'm not afraid of cats. We talking about stop
But
lying.
if you have a leopard catch a meal and wild dogs come along, the leopard sees the place.
You got Merlin saying, I'm not afraid of cats.
Hey,
Stop
Merlin.
lying. I try to get my camera over there. There we go. Hey, Merlin. You gonna say hi to the group? I'm on camera. I don't like this. I'm just posing right now. Oh, it's just boring. I'm going back to bed. Meanwhile, I got this one on the floor beside me. The other one's just totally asleep. I should set up another camera, a dog cam. Huh? I should set up a dog cam and film you guys all day long. Huh? Would that be neat? 24-hour day.
I wonder what they do when you're not home.
I do know what they do when I'm not home. They sleep. I had a camera up once. I put it up on Zoom and I went out with my cell phone because I wanted to make sure Merlin wasn't licking. And if he did, I was able to go, hey, and he could hear me, so he would stop licking the wound area. And idiot, I'm with the phone, okay, and I hear knock, knock, knock. Ding dong, knock, knock, knock. Not a single bark. And it was like, I'm not going to get up for that. There's nobody here.
That's great.
Let him break in, then we'll talk. Idiot just sat there. He lifted his head up and looked at the door like, what? He probably realized, no point in barking. I can't open the door. Said,
Smart.
What's the point? I don't want the stranger to know that I'm here. Nobody here to protect me. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. James Dawson and I had a great idea, and I wanted to have James on here. James, I want you on the show right now. I wanted on the show because him and I were talking on the phone the other night. I called him to see how he was doing. One, to wish him good luck going into the show because I didn't have the chance during the show 2 shows back. And then yesterday I was talking to him too. But 2 days ago I was talking to James Dawson, and we came up with an idea. How many? I got background noise. No, it's not Josh this time. Holy crap! It's not Josh.
Oh, Fabby.
I've been doing good about muting myself when I'm not talking.
No, it's John.
What did I do? I'm just sitting here.
Get background noise from you, John. What?
Blame the brown dude. I'm just sitting here.
Bro, what did you eat?
Wow.
It's stirring. Go lay down. Merlin, go lay down.
Maybe you heard my wife over there or something. I don't know, moving around.
Merlin,
back to John.
Go. I got she's still not used to him, and she does bite, so gotta watch that. He bugs her, and she decides to communicate with her teeth. And Merlin gets the brunt of it. She actually cut his lip the other day.
Ouch.
Yeah, so because he wouldn't get his nose out of her face. She warned him, she growled, and then it was snap. So he's an idiot. What can I say? He left after the snap part. He goes, okay, fine, I'm out of here. Jeez. But no, all in all, it's going well. They're getting used to each other. But James Dawson and I came up with an idea, and it would be, I would love to start an initiative somehow amongst our group. I would like to hear about how each of us helped somebody each day. Interesting.
I've been doing it for 44 years.
No, 43.
Feels longer.
Yeah, it feels longer. It's 43. Before I was born doesn't count. You had to help her. Apparently, it was a bad pregnancy.
No, actually not.
Well, you said the other day it was a difficult pregnancy. You said.
Not me. I didn't say that. It wasn't a hard pregnancy. When she was at the hospital, there was no one near when he was born. He just fell off the table.
The story behind that was after years of not talking to my mom, I finally started talking to her, and Tina happened to be in the truck with me, and my mom called, my biological mother called, and I say that because the lady that sits behind my dad at the other desk, I call her mom. That's Vina's my stepmother, but as far as I'm concerned, she's the one that raised me.
Nobody there.
Well, yeah, but You told me she's real. Is she
It's
or
the
not?
drug.
It's the drugs.
No,
But
I told her Nelson's going to be on at 3. She says, I'm going shopping.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm in the truck. I said, so, Mom, I said, here's Tina. And they start talking. And Tina says we had 4 kids. And my mom says, oh, no, those aren't Nelson's kids. So I'm like, oh, my God. Yes, they are. You know, I hated that phrase. And then she goes, oh, don't talk to me about the pregnancy with Nelson. Oh, that was terrible. I'm like, what the hell? I'm listening here. Jesus. It's like, God, can we say nice things here, you know? Needless to say, I didn't make much of an effort to make other phone calls. You know, it's like, I don't care how old your kid is. You don't say your pregnancy was bad. And Jesus, you know. Oh,
Hey,
wow.
when you get 2 girls talking, you got to watch out. All bets are off. Boy.
Yeah, well,
Women,
well,
they have
John,
this thing.
Abby's sitting right next to you. Be careful.
My wife hates it when I talk about this, but it is true. It's a true story. She was pregnant with Sandra, the youngest one, and she actually went to the doctor thinking there was a problem, medical problem, and in her mind it was cancer. She thought it was a cancer or something, a tumor or something. Went to the hospital, and the doctor said, you're pregnant. So I can legally and honestly say my youngest daughter is a cancer.
Is that her sign too? Like her?
No, it's not. It would have been
Zodiac.
So, it would have been so cool. It would have been so cool if she was.
Okay.
But I gotta
Thank
say,
you, John.
But I gotta say, it's the smartest cancer I've ever met, and best looking one too. On top of it.
Now he's trying to back out of it.
Oh, no, I'm not backing out of anything. I said it multiple times. Oh, Jesus.
Well, just to vouch for the ladies, bearing children is like, you can't, I mean, there's no comparison. So when we describe it like cancer and all these crazy things,
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Yeah,
wait till you guys bear children. You just wait.
I don't want to. I've seen the size of the hole down there. That don't work.
They can cut you open.
When I was younger, I don't remember how old I was, but I had a kidney stone.
Oh, ouch.
And I never felt that much pain in my entire life.
Has anybody ever taken the time to look at what a kidney stone looks like?
I saw mine because I had to pee in a cup when I was in the hospital all the time until it passed.
Ooh.
And yeah, but after that first day, I guess they gave me drugs.
And he's in Germany. If they say a beer a day keeps it away, how in the hell are you having problems there?
Yeah. Now here, I'm just bringing up a photo of a kidney stone just to show the public here what a kidney stone looks like, and it's not pretty. Hold on a second. Let me get it looks like
mine was small though, fortunately.
Yeah, but I mean it is nasty. If you guys look at this, it's all shards and rigid, and I have it on the stream right now. It's all shards and rigid and sharp, and it's not. I mean, I had one, and it came out, and when I caught it, I actually looked at it under a microscope, and it looked like something like with spikes like this, like and around, and it hurt coming out. I don't know. That can't be birth. That's gonna be worse than birth.
I bet it's comparable, and I've heard that it is. I've never had one, but I've heard that it is comparable to childbirth. So you do at least get to experience that as a man.
When I got older and started understanding about childbirth and all of that, I thought, man, that was probably the closest I will ever get to the pain that a woman has in childbirth. I was doubled. My wife goes, hi. I was doubled over.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Look at the stream. Look on the stream here. It's gonna come up here in a minute here, and you'll see the stone. Something what mine looked like. It wasn't very big, but here's the thing, Fabi. You give birth and you want to see your baby and cuddle it and hold it and everything. I gave birth to that stone and I wanted nothing to do with that.
And I'm smart enough in the medical field that I learned if you keep hydrated, you won't get them. So I just stay hydrated and don't worry about it.
That's right.
Nice.
That's right. And
Yeah,
but seriously, I wanna do something. Not next week, the week after. I want to boil down Coca-Cola and show you guys. I saw something, but the video that I saw, I'm not allowed to use it. It's copyright, and I wanted to use it. The guy said no, I can't. Not even for demonstration purpose, but I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to boil away the water in Coca-Cola and show you guys what's left over. And that's the stuff that collects in your kidneys, your liver, and why it's toxic to you. It's not good to drink Coca-Cola or any dark pops. The clear color pops, ginger ale is not so bad. The light color, the clear pops, if you're going to drink cola, the clear stuff is better. Otherwise, drink water, you know. But the Coca-Cola stuff, I'll show. I'm going to do a video where I'm going to boil it down. I'm going to do it step by step, but it's not pretty what's left over.
What about Pepsi?
It's what's left behind. It's gross. I'll do both. We'll boil it both down and show you guys what's left behind.
What about diet?
Same thing. Anything dark color, because it's a phosphates in the water.
Yes, it's crazy.
We're going to boil John down and see what's left over.
If you guys boil down John, everything would be gone, and you'd have this glowing light coming out, going, oh.
No, but Nelson, as soon as you said anything with dark color, and he started laughing.
Okay, for the record, I'm not making no color jokes or references here. I'm doing good. Damn it, I'm not racist. I'm just influenced. I have to go with the crowd. And yes, if they ask me to jump off the bridge and they do it, yeah, sure, I'm going to. I don't know what's down there. I might be missing out. John became a Jehovah's Witness. I'm studying. There might be something good in it. I don't know.
Who knows?
That's it. So, but going back to my thing with James Dawson, how many of you guys can say on a daily basis you do something nice for somebody else? And not paying money out or anything, but even just helping somebody cross a road, or the big deed with money. For example, Michael Kustra paying for someone's groceries that they can't pay for because, you know, oh, I got to leave this behind. You know, just here, pay for it and done, you know.
That was cool.
Like the other day, I bought a person a donut and a coffee, you know. And then I referred, good news on that one. I referred that guy to a place for work, and he is now working there.
Really?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. I told him, go see that place. I said, I know the guy. Tell him Nelson sent you. You need a job. He's sweeping floors, but it's something.
It's a job.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that I love that. You know, I told the guy to go do something. I did catch up. I happened to go to that shop because I needed a part, and boom, the guy I bought coffee for is sitting there. He's going along with the push broom. He's cleaning up the shop floor. You know, so because while he's doing that, the workers that are supposed to be doing the machining aren't needing to clean up.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
So that
is awesome. I think helping one another and spreading kindness forward is a very powerful thing. That's more valuable than all the money in the world.
Yeah, it is. It is. I know that. Go ahead.
Even small little things, because over here, right? I mean, Germans are not necessarily known for being like over polite or anything like that. And when I do things like hold the door open for people or something like that, sometimes they're like amazed, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, wow, thank you. I guess it might have something to do with me, you know, being dark also, you know. It's like, but but
let's get it over with. John is on the dark side.
Yeah, I'm on the dark side. Yes, I have to admit it. And but yeah, because you know, I do little things like that all the time. You know, hold the door open for people.
But you say that when you said that because you're dark, because what people in Germany see people as dark colored skin being not as nice as white. So is that what you're getting at? No. But there's still sometimes. I mean, okay, the military has been over here for like years. Right.
All right. Right. And, you know, there've been blacks in the military and stuff. And now they're like refugees here, have been here for years, refugees from Africa and other places, of course. But sometimes, you know, I'll be in a store or something like that, a local store too, And sometimes people, they look at me like they've never seen a black person before in their life. You know,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
it's like it's really, to me, it's funny. I don't really notice it.
It doesn't bother you.
No,
Because some people it does.
people with me,
Yeah.
if somebody's with me, they notice, you know, and they get like a bit upset for me or something. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't. I remember
Yeah.
I was in the store once. I was in the store once with my oldest daughter, and in the grocery store, and I'm walking along. I had my little granddaughter in my arms, and this German guy, was pushing a shopping cart in the other direction, in the next aisle, right?
Right.
And he see us, and he's busy looking at us, right? Still pushing his cart.
He runs into something.
He ran into a display, you know. Thought it was funny.
I get that when I go to Walmart and people are like, "What the hell is that?" They let mutants out in the public now. I asked that because here in Sherbrooke, we got a lot of people coming over from Africa now. It's more and more. Yeah. But when we see a truly black person from Kenya, for example, the black, I'm blacker than you, John. I mean, you got nothing on these people. We have the tendency to be driving, going, you know, it's like everybody here's white, especially in my area here, Rock Forest. Everybody's white, you know. Yeah. And when we see somebody of color, yeah, it stands out, and I feel bad staring sometimes.
Kind of a natural reaction, yeah.
Yeah.
My wife told me to tell this story. One time, you're
not going to talk too much, are you? Okay, go for it.
We were downtown, and we were walking along. We were holding hands, also, you know, and just walking along. And this older German guy, comes from the opposite direction, right? And he came straight towards us. And so we were thinking, okay, now what are we going to hear, right? You know? And first of all, he was talking like very loud. And because what we found out, he said his hearing aid was in the shop. You see, that's why he was talking so loud. And he was all overly excited to see me, and he was a prisoner of war, and blah blah blah. When he was in America as a prisoner, and there was a black guy on this farm, gave him something to drink, and the other people said, "Don't drink from the black guy," and blah blah blah. And they were nice to him, and it's like, "Oh, can I hug you?" and stuff like that. And he was like just over. It was almost embarrassing, you know.
Is that guy blind? Or?
Huh? Yeah, and you know, people, and no, it's not black. If people were, you know, this was like a marketplace, you know. Yeah. People walking by looking like, it was interesting.
Oh, jeez, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. Well, I had one situation where I pulled up to a stoplight, and I was looking at the lady at the bus stop. And it was a black lady, and yeah. Well, we're gonna tell it for the public, John. There's people watching, you know. Jeez, you know, it's not all about you, bro. Anyhow, lady is a black lady, and I was looking at her hair, and I thought the way she had her hair done was really, really nice. And she came over to the truck and goes, "What's your problem? Why are you staring?" And I'm like, "No, I just like your hair." And the light turned green. I gotta go, and holy crap, I'm gonna die. Some people get hi, Brianna. Some people get there you go. Some people get really offensive when you look at them, and I gotta admit, I shouldn't have been staring. Even if it was a white person, I should not have been staring. But I was really fascinated by the way the hair was done, you know. And I'll tell my wife, it drives her nuts. I'll be in Costco and I'll look at a lady and I'll say, you know, I really like your dress. My wife will go, "You idiot!" That comes off as, you know, you're flirting with her. And I go, "No, I really like her dress," you know, or "I like the way your hair looks," you know. It's like, give the person a compliment.
You can't do compliments anymore. It's against the law here in the United States now.
That's why we're still in Canada.
I'm not kidding. They're actually talking about that now.
Yeah,
it's like
sexual harassment. Yeah, consider harassment now.
Yeah, they even locked up Bill Cosby, man.
Yeah, but Bill Cosby did a little bit more than compliments.
That's that's a whole other story.
Yeah, he just got found guilty today.
Going out the other way.
Yeah, she's out there. I'll talk to you next week, okay?
Okay, I gotta.
Okay, I'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week, Brianna. Oh my God, I see a smile. Yes.
And
I love
the
it.
downside is,
I love it when Brianna smiles. I just love it.
the downside on Cosby is he was a Navy corpsman too.
Was he a Navy corpsman?
Yes, he was.
Wait, is he really in jail now? No.
No, he just got found guilty.
Yeah.
He's found guilty. Now he has to do the sentencing phase. Is the next phase of everything.
So, so what do you guys think about that? Starting an initiative somehow in the website, something somewhere where, we get people on board saying, hey, I'm going to help someone each day. I'm going to do something to help somebody else each day.
I think that's cool because when you focus on something like that, you might realize how much you don't help people,
right?
Or you don't do nice things for people, and stuff like that.
I mean, I don't want to go as far as, okay, you didn't do something today, you're not shunned. Well, maybe we should, even do a flogging, but I mean, yeah, no, I can't. I honestly, in the last 3 days, I can't say what I did to help anybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, yeah, I can. 3 days, I can. Puppy. One, but what about the other 2 days? I went over to my dad's place. I mooched. No, that's only helping me, right? Sorry, whoops.
But when was it? Last week or so, I was in the store, in the grocery store, and I saw this lady. She had a cane, and she was looking like she was looking for something. She had a cane because she was kind of injured.
Yeah.
Like she was looking for something. She had like a coupon in her hand, like she was looking for something. And so I said, "Can I?" This all in German, I asked her if I can help her, and she said, "Yeah, she's looking for this, blah blah blah." So we both looked at the coupon, and I said, "Well," because it was a can of a certain kind of peanut she was looking for,
right.
And I said, "Okay, well the peanuts are usually down this way," and we looked. And we saw what we thought was it, and we kind of examined it. Well, yeah, that's it. And and then she was looking for something else, and then she asked the store person and everything. So I saw she was taken care of, and I went on my way. But yeah,
But that's a good one. Have you noticed that you help the person? Do you notice that the people at the stores don't sometimes help as much as a stranger will help?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes. It's sad, especially the elderly. It's like, I don't have time for you. I got to go do this. It's 2 rows over. Go find it.
Yeah, because like in Germany, that's not such a surprise because then they've gotten a lot better, but they were not really big on customer service like we learn in America, customer is king and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And in Germany, it wasn't always so,
Yeah.
And sometimes you're afraid to ask some store people for help, They have this look on their face sometimes like, I dare you ask me for help, And it's gotten better. It's gotten better. But it's the culture, and you accept it as that but it's gotten better. They're learning.
Yeah, slowly but surely.
But there are certain stores that you go in. I know there's a certain grocery store chain over here. In most of those stores that I've been in, they're always extremely helpful. It's like unusual, pretty cool. In Raven, yeah.
That's it.
It's
Fabi,
pretty cool.
Fabi, you put up a post. Is this your blog post or something you found?
Yes, it's a blog post.
That's yours. Okay, cool. I got it up on the screen right now. And ideas for acts of kindness. I love it. I love it. Yeah,
cool.
I love it. Okay, yeah, that's off your main site, right? Yeah, I love it. I love it. And it's just small things that need to be done. But I think we need to push members, because I see a lot of our members. James and I were talking about it, saying we have a lot of members who bring people in and then they become a paid member, and then you don't talk to that person anymore. Or you've got to continue talking to that person, especially if the person became a paid member. Especially, you've got to keep that relationship going because you want them to duplicate what you did.
I need to focus on that a bit more myself. I blame it on, I use the excuse that life is pretty busy for me at the moment. I've lost my focus on that, but I need to refocus. And even like people in my downline, in certain downlines, I need to write them more. Try to communicate.
Because there really is no fault except for your own. Like if I don't make an effort to talk to my members or to do this show, I use the show as a way to get members in, even if you're paid or free or whatever. It's a way to get that connectivity. Like I said on the air show, I have a massive form of anorexia, and really rare form of anorexia, and it has to do with my calendar. My calendar is extremely slim, and I only got a certain amount of time. I can't sit on the phone all day long talking to people. I've got to get other things done. So the show opens a gateway to allowing other members to come in and talk to us. And it does work. So that's just one example. But make it a point to talk to one of your members or 2 members a day. Not the same ones each day. If you got 20 good members, talk to 2 or 3 a day and rotate it through. So once a week for everybody, kind of thing. And start a newsletter. Get them so they can find out what's going on with you. Get that connectivity going. It's critical. But going further, what James we're talking about, James, is it's not just an act of getting people to come in and sign up and pay. We should be doing more stuff in general in our daily life. It takes 2 minutes. It takes a minute to do something nice for somebody.
Yeah, it's relationship building.
I love this one. Send a card to somebody. I love that. That's new. That's cool. That's good. Have you ever done these, Fabi, or is this you just posted up and said, Have you actually?
No, I've actually done probably every single one that's on there, and it took a little bit of time to compile that list because I searched out. I thought back on stuff that I've done, and then I also searched out ideas and handpicked, what just seemed most powerful and compiled that list.
You know something? We should put this list up on Mardocs with an interface, and as a person gets it done, you can click the done button on it and see how many people actually get through the entire list.
That would be awesome.
Obviously they're going to have to be truthful to themselves. If you're just going to go done, well, there's no monetary value behind it, but this could be a basis, a foundation for the project.
Absolutely, and it's like an honor system because people start to realize, we don't have to verify if they did it or not. They start to realize that just by doing it is reciprocated in their own feeling, good feelings and.
Because I would
so an honor system is perfectly fine.
Yeah, I would love to make it a challenge. I would like to say everybody at Mardocs, here's a challenge for the next 25 days, 25 of them, right? So for the next 25 days, do one of these things, at least one thing a day. For 25
that would be
days.
Awesome.
That'd be cool. That'd be instead of these, Tide Pod challenges. Let's do the kindness a day challenge.
Absolutely, and we can make kits, and then those kits work as gifts that we can give to people too. It's really cool. And also thinking back on.
Yeah. Okay. I know what the sound is now. That's a plane going overhead.
Yeah, it is. I apologize. I got some sound right now.
It's either that or Fabi has a motorboat in her pool.
It's an airplane at the moment, and I think it's heading over. So going back to reaching out to your downline, from a motherly perspective, I compare our downline to like our children, and so you always want to nurture your relationship with your children, but not only nurture it, but also foster it up to guide them towards independence so they can nurture their downline.
That's right.
And, and keep it going.
Very true. Very true.
That's right.
Something that we marketers need to focus on more.
No. It's not us marketers, John. It's you. You have to do this more. Not marketers. You. No.
It's all my fault.
Yeah, it's all your fault, John. It's all your fault. But I love this. Like send a postcard, greeting card, or thank you to somebody. Craft your own postcards. Then from what? Cereal boxes? I didn't read that part the first time, but okay. How do you do that? Fabi?
So take an empty cereal box and then cut the face of the cereal box off, you know, the front face of the box or the back face of the box.
Yeah.
And just cut it to a postcard size. And then on the back of it, you can write the address, and on the left side, you can write a sweet message. Put a stamp on it.
So if I'm eating Honey Nut, I'm eating Honey Nut Cheerios, I can have a bee and it can be happy.
That would be awesome.
That would be cool. You know. Oh wow. No, but we should do this stuff. You know?
Awesome.
Yeah.
And that's why we put it up there. You know, and there came a point when we started to realize that the power of kindness and the power of passing it forward. And I love that you and James have created that and have fostered that idea within Mardox. Yeah. And so like this blog post is for the sole purpose of anyone can use it. It's not licensed or anything. I mean, it's like open, anyone to use it, however you want to use it. And the whole point is to pass kindness forward. It's like a revolution. It's revolutionary. It kind of sounds weird to say, but there is this certain aspect of society where we've forgotten about kindness. And so when people start getting into that mindset of kindness, it's amazing how it's like a turnaround in people's lives. And it's acts that are free, virtually free. I mean, you know, they don't have to cost money. They can cost money if you want to pay like a grocery bill, like you had talked about.
Michael paid the whole thing. He just told the cashier, don't bother. I'm just going to pay for the whole thing. That was outrageous.
It's awesome.
You know?
It's awesome. Yeah. So I mean, it's whatever you can do, you know, and it can cost money or it doesn't have to cost money too. There's a million things that don't cost money that anyone can do, any day, any moment, and it's beautiful.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. You know. And it's the 1980s. I was born in the 70s, just after the decade of peace, love, and happiness. The 70s was the transition point to the 80s, where the 80s was the me, myself, and I generation. And nobody cares about anybody but what I get and what the items and objects that I get and what wealth can I get. And it's followed through to the next generations, including my daughter's generation, like Sandra. It's my car. It's my money. You know, whereas you know, it should be. It's a car. It's an object. I drive it, but you can use it too. Just don't damage it. Respect my objects, you know. But people are very self-conscious as to what they own. I mean, I'm sure that, like Fabi says, we can borrow her property to do a get-together, but under the understanding, it should be globally understood that, you know, as long as we take care of it and don't, you know, burn the pool down like they did in Jake Paul's videos, right? You know, it's a property, and she understands that there's a way to do good with it, you know. Whereas a lot of people, I'm sure your neighbors on both sides of you, Fabi, are like, no, hell no, this is my place. Nobody comes here, right?
Yes. Yep.
You see, and as a society, we've become very self-centered and extremely me, myself, and I generation, and it still hasn't gone away.
And it becomes separating. It separates us.
It does.
Whereas when we can do the opposite of connect, and it all relates to Mardox, and what Mardox represents is, you know, building community. And when you have your downline, keep those connections alive, foster it, nurture it.
That's right.
Also with your whatever you have to offer, whether it's material things or it's services or whatever. And when we can share those things and pass it forward in a positive way, pass forward kindness, help each other, it creates the connectedness versus the separation. Like what you talked about with the me, myself, and I, it creates more of that separateness. And so the whole point is we need a revolution that creates more of that connectivity again. And it starts as simple as acts of kindness, like you and James started for Mardox.
Well, we started talking about it. It's not started yet. We started talking about it. But
it's a done deal, I'll say. Let's say it's a done deal now.
It is, because when we talk about it on the group, everybody jumps in and says, "Hey, I like it too." You know, I'm sure I'm going to get tweets and text messages and stuff. People say, "I want to be part of this." You know, but it doesn't have to be complicated to get started. It's just, you know, we got to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it.
So we support it for sure.
Yeah. So we will have it inside Mardox shortly. John, you're gonna have to wait a little longer for your landing pages, John. but I think this is a good cause.
That's the beauty of Mardox, though. Everything that's getting programmed within it serves a real purpose, and acts as like a tool. Yeah. It's beautiful. Yeah. That's why I've supported it ever since getting introduced to Mardox. It's awesome what you guys do.
That's it. You know, we're trying to make it. I told my dad today. He goes, "Your website." I said, "No, it's not my website. It's our website." Yeah, okay.
Bye.
Okay,
Hi,
Brianna.
Brianna.
You have a good day. I'm glad that Brianna shows up. She said earlier she can't make it, but she made an effort to get on the show. I keep forgetting, you know, to ask her opinion on the show sometimes, you know. And she's on her cell phone, so that it's a little sluggish, but at least she attended. That was cool. That was good. Hey, John, isn't there a WWE tonight?
Didn't you see my sign? Yes. Anyway,
You gotta realize, John. Okay, Johnny, bro, you have to understand. I have more than one screen to look at, okay? And you're right there. You're just a little tiny piece in my life, okay? I've got all this to take care of, all that, and all that.
It always looks like you're looking directly at the screen. That's why.
Oh yeah, I got a lot to do.
Hey, Nelson, let me share something real quick before the show ends. Is that this weekend we have an event here in Las Vegas, and it's a screening of a documentary called Generation Zapped. You know, and so it does pertain to like how we are evolving into that generation where we have multiple screens everywhere, and we're working jobs where we sit in front of a computer and we have our smartphones, you know, right in our hands. We might even have more than one smartphone that we're looking at or responsible for. And so next, there you go, yes. And everything that we do in our lifestyles with marketing and digital marketing and everything, I mean, like we rely on these networks and on Wi-Fi and on everything. And so it's not to say that it's a bad thing. It's a great thing. It's powerful. But then what we do is, like in our event this weekend, is really talking with people on how to maximize how you use the tools and to do them safely.
Right.
Like, you know, I mean, because
are you going to be in the event yourself, speaking, or
yes,
oh,
speaking, yes.
Can we get some footage out of that?
We possibly can. I'll try to see what we can put together.
Yeah.
For next Thursday. We could possibly talk about how the event went.
Yeah, I would love that. If you get some footage put together, I'd love to put it together so we can put a show up that or something people can watch.
Absolutely, cool. And I think it's a great topic for everyone who comes into Mardox and who's wanting to understand digital marketing and how to, you know, do these networks and stuff, but how to do it in a mindful kind of way so it's not overwhelming.
That's right. That's right.
You know.
That's right.
And we all, yeah, like I know that with our experience and what we've done, we could all agree that yes, there is a mindful way of doing it appropriately without feeling like you've gotten zapped. You know?
Yeah. I got a lot of people that say that they're overwhelmed with all the technology and email accounts and all these things you have to sign up to, you know, and they say that it just gets to a point where it's too much.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Okay, let's do that. Let's get some video footage. Johnny, you know what to do. We're just waiting for you to do it. We're just gonna keep talking.
Yeah. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, once again for joining the Mardox Daily Live Chat, coming to you Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 Pacific, and 9 p.m. Berlin Time in Germany. Turn it down a little bit, please. If you are watching us...
Bossy, aren't we? Wow. Like it's your place or something.
If you are watching us via YouTube, please remember to do 3 very important things for us. Subscribe, like, and comment on the video channel. And if you are watching us via Twitch, please remember to do 2 things for us and follow and subscribe. But subscribing costs a little bit of money.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay to spend money.
It's okay. Just spend it.
We got Joshua Alexander twice. Okay, that's cool.
That could be your active.
Yeah, can you do me a favor and kick my other one out? You know, for some reason it's frozen on my computer.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. No problems.
Josh is being invaded by himself there.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
Yeah, so stop by again, comment, send in your comments, let us know what kind of stuff you want to hear about and all of that thing.
All that stuff. Yeah. That's it. Okay, so we'll see us tomorrow, guys, 3 p.m. I'm going to try to be here because my dad's got me totally booked with a whole bunch of stuff tomorrow. No, just kidding. But we'll be here for 3 o'clock tomorrow, Friday. Pool repair season is starting next week, so we're gonna try to keep the schedule on for 3 o'clock. We're gonna try. Now is the time where I'm gonna have to start figuring out what we're gonna do with our live shows. So till then, see you guys tomorrow at 3. You guys want to say bye?
Have a good one.
Peace.
Where's the button?